Hello. Oh, sorry. Princess Pippin's just jumping up between Miles and myself. Um, good evening. Good evening,
Evening.
everybody.
Hi,
Welcome to
everyone.
Monday service. This is Miles. Miles is staying at the caravan with us for a couple of days. And Miles does pick up vibrations and odd messages and things. So
And
I thought it would be
strays
nice.
like Tony.
Yeah,
Yes, and waifs like Michael.
yeah,
No, they picked me up.
yeah. We picked And he also picks up a kettle mix, a mean brew. So yeah,
You're welcome at my house anytime, Miles. I
he
like
is,
a nice brew.
he's a lovely kid
I try to be.
sometimes. But Jean's feeling much better today.
I am,
As
thank you.
Yeah, she's here. We sent her loads and loads of healing. So it's
Evening, Dad. Dad Alan.
Evening.
Hello,
Father.
Daddy Alan.
How
Mummy
are you?
Josie.
How are you both? How's our
Lisa.
Because it's not looking
Yeah, how's your Lisa, Tony?
She's not good. She's still in hospital, and
Oh, bless her.
they think they're going to be taking her down again next week to do some more. They've got to reconstruct her heel because when they've gone in, it's
Oh dear.
it's too fragile to be left. So,
Oh,
nightmare.
bless her.
Yes. Oh, Miles. Suzanne says that Matthew has competition. Ooh.
What's you meaning by that?
Well, when Mr. Stapley comes on, everybody goes weak at the knees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Be still
Well
my
melt.
beating heart. Me and
He
Jean
is,
are going, aren't we, Jean? Me and
We
you are
are,
going,
yes.
aren't we? We're going to
Yes.
stay with him.
Mhm. You'll be very disappointed because, yeah, so not his type.
I don't care, Tony.
No,
God
I don't care either.
Trier. God loves a trier. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They're talking about 2 plates. Oh, gold. Okay. Sophie, you can have
I've
as much healing as you want, darling. No problem. I don't know what
Evening, Ricky. Hope you're well. Hope you've got over Saturday. Busy
don't know
day.
what SPD is, but it doesn't sound good.
He's got
so-
reflux, little Michael.
Oh, bless him.
Yes.
Oh,
And
that's
he is it's gorgeous. I can't wait to have
He's
a cuddle.
cute as a
I
button,
know.
isn't he? He's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
I can't wait for a cuddle.
But
And he's grown in 2 weeks.
well,
know.
they do.
Did you
Did you want
see
to
with
say
his little Christmas suit on the other night?
Yeah,
His little Christmas Jim Jams. Bless him.
I've got to say, Sophie, his dad is lovely as well.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Oh, that's not good, Sophie. Yes, of course.
Oh,
Diane, Elizabeth Cooper, we will give messages if your loved one step forward. We can't pull them forward, but if they come forward to us, we will bring them through. Teresa, why do I look like a vicar? Because I've been ordained into the New Christian Spiritualist Society as a minister, and this is the garb for a minister, so that's why. Okay. Angela says, Jean, you mentioned my car, as well as tires. She had to replace the front wipers. She's been sad all week because it's 38 years since her dad died. Oh, bless you.
At least it's awful for about a dad, but it's confirmation when you give messages and people can relay
Yeah,
back that
absolutely.
it does happen or it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you for the confirmation.
Yes, and we're sorry that you.
And sorry for your dad's sweetheart anniversary.
Around you, like you said.
Yeah.
So we will start the evening off with the prayer followed by the Lord's Prayer, and then Pam's Poetry Corner down there, and then we will have healing we will send out our healing as we do, because healing is an integral part of everything we do as spiritualists and as Christian spiritualists, because whether we give messages, we give philosophy, we give physical healing or absent healing, it's all coming from the divine and the world of spirit, coming through the medium and out to where it's needed.
Yes, Ricky, thank you. I am warm sat here, and the next time I come, I'm going to bring my little electric heater with me, so you can't take it away and put it elsewhere.
Did he steal your heater?
He did. He did, bless him. But
Very
it was needed
naughty.
elsewhere. It was needed elsewhere. So,
Mandy, you can go
Can
in the
go in the
healing.
healing book.
yes, darling, you can. I'll put you in now.
Oh, Suzanne. With a group that just keeps giving. I like that.
Well, it's true, though, isn't it? Because we
It
do
is.
try, don't we, Tony?
We do.
Try.
And we're congregation led, so we
Yeah.
respond to what the congregation want, of course. Oh,
Of course.
they've started.
Well, I'd like a nice junky fella instead of an old didgeridodgery one, but
Go on here if you want.
I
Free to
don't
go
think the
home.
group. I don't think the group would be able to find me one of them.
Give him board and lodgings, free to go home.
I don't mind feeding anybody.
Yeah,
There you
same.
go.
I don't mind feeding anybody.
Diane, your son John will be put in the book as well. Definitely. It was plenty warm enough sat next to an old boiler. Are you calling Helen or Nick an old boiler? That's very rude. Nick might be watching. She'll slap
I
her
would say, it
hands
don't sound very good, that, does it?
No.
We were sat hugging the water boiler though when we were making the teas and coffees. It was anyway.
Yes.
Prayers. It's prayers.
Yes. Get on with it, as
We've
Michael
been
would
on
say.
9 minutes and 47 seconds and we've not done a prayer yet. Okay. That spirit though, the naughty, they get us talking and keep bobbing topics up for us to talk to. So, sorry, the dogs each other around with a piece of tuggy toy. Okay, could we blend our energies together and join in a silence, please? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we sit before Thee, and we are grateful that we are allowed to join together as friends across this virtual space in Your name. Father, as always, I ask that the veil be lifted between the two worlds to allow the guides and inspirers for Jean, Irene and myself to come forward to support us through this short service, and the loved ones of those watching to come forward to offer messages of truth, of proof, of love and upliftment. We promise that everything we do will be done with only love, with truth and honesty in our hearts. And at the end of this evening, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours with love, honour and glory. Amen.
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 Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
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 Wonderful.
Are you doing healing first, or am I doing my poem first?
Pam's poetry first.
Right, okay. Well, I've done something a bit different for tonight. And this goes back to my days as a chef at Christmas. I've just called it the Christmas kitchen. Let me just pull my light forward a bit. The Christmas kitchen is a busy place. Lots of things going on at the same time. Everything starts at a leisurely pace. And when you have finished, it's time to dine. The turkey cooks slowly for hours and hours. There's stuffing, veg and potatoes too. Gravy to make and brandy sauce. You have to think about everything you do. Writing the menu while you wait for Santa Claus. There's trifle to make with some sherry. stuffing with all sorts of spices and flavours. By the time you've finished, you feel weary. But when you finally sit down, you're happy with your labours. There's almond to toast on top of Brussels sprouts, honey and whiskey to coat the carrots, lots of potatoes and parsnips to roast, and don't forget the Yorkshire pudding batter. Christmas pudding to steam with alcohol galore, spiced apple dumplings, pears soaked in port. You wonder if you have enough or should you do some more. Because you don't want to run short. Stuffed mushrooms, pate, soup, and juice for the kids. Preparing the tables with crackers and wine. Table saucers in jars with lids. Listening to people talking, maybe saying a funny line. Carving the beef, salting, crackling for the pork, or maybe some lamb with rosemary and mint, or salmon to eat with special fish forks, nicely cooked with a lemony hint. After a few days, it all comes together, and we meet up to eat, drink, and be merry. The memories made will be with us forever. But now I'm putting my feet up and having a well-earned cherry.
Bravo, bravo. Like,
I thought it was something different and something a bit funny.
Oh, it is. That's funny.
Oh dear.
Oh, Pippin.
Ah dear, I don't know. So anyway, there you go.
Every time there's a camera around, this dog has to be on.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Well, now we will do the healing moment. It will start as always with the healing prayer. Then we'll have the candles, and then we will go over to, it'll end with the word Amen. So if you can indulge us a bit longer and just join together as we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, here we bring unto thee all those who are sick and suffering and in need of your comfort, be they suffering in mind or body or spirit, that it may please thee to heal them. This we ask for those we know, those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody. Oh dear. There were a lot of spirits mentioned in that
I
poem.
don't think it was good.
Well, I like Suzanne's time. She says, I reckon you had to put your feet up because you were half cut. No. Started at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Didn't sit down till 9 o'clock at night. Then I had a nice brandy and lemonade. But yes, it was sherry, rum, some brandy, some whiskey. And it's surprising what you can do when you've got some nice little, some brown burnt butter and carrots and a drop of whiskey and some honey. Beautiful. I wasn't really a chef in another life years ago. Homemade pate with some brandy in it. Oh yes.
There's a lot of spirit. It's no good for us, Tony. We don't like drink.
No, I know.
Yeah, but
it sounds nice. I mean,
does.
For you, I could use
nice.
non-alcohol. You just get the flavour, but the alcohol's not in it. So
yeah, the alcohol's burnt out.
Yeah, or you could just put it in the pan and burn it out.
Oh, lovely.
So,
I don't like whiskey though, but everything else sounds nice.
Yeah. Oh, Michael's just taken Princess Pippin out because I think that's what she's trying to tell me.
While she's up and down.
Bless her. She's really good at that. But Okay. We will now hand over to the world of spirit to take this service where they want it to go. Your job now is to send out your thoughts to your loved ones and ask them to step just that little bit closer so we can commune with them and see if we can get that connection for you. As always, we'll start to give you what they give us. If you recognize it, drop a comment in. Don't be afraid to put on don't be afraid to put, I think this could be for me, because that gives us a stronger link. And then if there's a few of you that can take something, we'll try and wheedle it down till we've got the right one. Oh, Crystal, yes, I wondered, I couldn't, I was reading that a couple of times thinking I don't understand what you're saying, but yeah.
Yeah, she's on a partner's
Crystal,
account.
where she's on a partner's account. I get it now. Yeah. It's me. I'm being really slow today. Well, I have a gentleman stood next to me. If that, I know I've got Miles, but got another gentleman that stepped forward. And as this gentleman's stepping forward, I feel like, I know I've got a bad back, but he's pushing my back over. So I do feel this gentleman would have had some issue with his back sometime in his life. He's given me a very paternal feel, but I do feel an older gentleman. So I don't know if this is somebody's dad who passed later in life or if it's a grandfather figure. I can't make that out yet, but he's also coming to me with, he's glad I've got my top button done. He likes, if you're wearing a shirt, the button has to be done up. And I do feel he would have worn ties as well. He would have been a really smart, well-presented gentleman. Irene, I thought you had the police outside your house then.
No, Ed's put some blue and white lights up around the pictures.
Well, all I saw in the corner of my eye, I saw this blue light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just put them up for me.
Bless you. Well, if you find a burly policeman, I'm coming as well.
Okay, right. I'll let him know to expect you.
Okay. Tell him he can't arrest you until I'm there.
Tony wants his handcuffs.
Anyway, hey, enough. Right. He's laughing. He's laughing in my ear. Bless him. He's really having a giggle. He really likes the energy. He likes the laughter. So I know this gentleman wasn't a straight laced. I know he sounds it with the buttoned up shirt and the tie and everything, but he's a gentleman who had a really good sense of humor, and he's very open-minded as well. He says he's talking about a glad. I think he means a Gladys. That's a really old-fashioned name as well, isn't it, Gladys? Mm-hmm. He's talking about a Gladys. So I don't know if Gladys is with him or is acknowledging a Gladys here, but he's talking about the Gladys. He's talking about... Come on, sir. He's saying crystals, crystals, crystal, crystal. So I don't know if he liked crystals or if he had a crystal glass set or something, or he collected crystalware, but he's talking about crystals. All right, he's a bit jumbled at the minute. Come on, sir. Come on, try and pull it together. Right. He's given me a heaviness in the chest, so he's acknowledging a heart condition. I don't know if this was angina through his life or it was a heart attack that took him to spirit, but he's talking about he's pressing on my heart and he's making me aware of a heart condition as well. And my jeans have just gone really, really tight. So I do feel this was a heart problem in his life, because I feel like my legs are swelling because my jeans are tight. And he's right, bless you. He's talking about 5 connected around a family. So Diane, if this is you, there will be 5. So I don't know if that's mum and dad, 3 children, or 5 children, 5 grandchildren, but he's talking about the 5. And he's also making me aware that although he had to work hard to provide for the family, he always had time for the family. So it wasn't like he was working all hours and never saw the family. He always made sure he had time and he saw the family. and he's talking about he liked to be there to put them to bed. I don't know why that was important to him, but he said he liked to be there to put them to bed. A lovely, sweet gentleman as he's connecting with me. He's a really gorgeous gentleman. He's talking about your life must have had more ups and downs than a roller coaster, because he's just put me on a roller coaster and set off. And sometimes it feels like I didn't have the safety belts on. So life must have been really turbulent at times as well. Sweetheart, would you understand I know we've just talked about reflux with little baby Michael, but acid, or somebody would have suffered with acid or reflux or something in the throat and digestive system, because I can feel a burning from here right down my gullet, and it's not nice. And wherever this is, he's passing healing across for that. Okay. Diane, you would understand as well where there's been trouble around a male connected to you. I don't know if this is partner, son, or a nephew or a friend, but he's talking about the concerns and the ups and downs around the male connected, and he's aware of that, and they're sending as much support and energy as they can for that, sweetheart. Okay. Bless you. He is telling me that he's been around you a lot, sweetheart, and that you must have felt the energy shifting in your house when he's been around, because he's saying you've said hello to him when he's turned up. All right, bless you. Would you understand white feathers as well? I know they say white feathers are a sign that spirit are around you, but somebody must have found white feathers or collect white feathers, because he's given me white feathers in my hand. Okay. Right. Wherever the uncertainty is around you at the moment, he's talking about needing to trim out the dead wood. When they say that to me, that means that there are either people who aren't giving you positive energy and pushing you forward, and there are people who are trying to anchor you down where you are now and not allow you to grow and develop. And he's saying he's aware of that, and we just need to trim the dead wood a little bit, sweetheart. Okay. He's given me his watch. He's saying there is a watch or his watch from Spirit, and he's just handed me that. And also a ring, and he is pulling on my wedding band. So I don't know where his wedding band is or where the wedding band is, but he's talking about the wedding band. Okay. All right. As he's withdrawing his energy from me a little bit, sweetheart, he's given me, we used to call them bullseyes, big black mints in a bowl. We used to call them bullseyes. But before he was cremated, he gave it. Thank you for that. But he's talking about the big black sweets that are like licorice and mint. Like I said, we used to call them bullseyes. And also the somebody likes aniseed, because I can taste aniseed in my mouth. So if you would understand the aniseed as well, sweetheart, I will leave all his love with you. Oh, before that, he's talking about a single white rose. Now, a white rose for me is the piece from the world of spirit, but a single white rose, he's handing it back. So I don't know if somebody gave him one prior when he passed, or if you know what the significance is. But yeah, I've got the single white rose for you, darling. So I will leave his love with you, and I'll see if Jean, Irene, or Miles have anything else they want to add, or another link.
Well,
Sorry.
I don't know if it's a different link entirely, but I will say, because bless him, I've got an undertaker with me.
Oh.
I don't know exactly what he did in the undertakers. I don't know if they have one certain job or they mix around and do others. But he's been there and he's stood really calm, and he's just been waiting and hanging around. He says, I'm good with being patient. So, bless him. I know this gentleman. I'm not saying he was 6 foot, but he were a nice height. I know he had a nice, he would say a nice body on him, a nice size built gentleman as he comes in here. Very jolly looking in the face, a round face, bless him. Really jolly. He says, I did look smart, but he says that's because of the job I did. Okay. And he's on about, bless him, I know he's on about a recent passing. Well, obviously, if he's an undertaker, there'll be plenty of recent passings. But I don't know if somebody's connected to the undertaker what's had a recent passing who can understand this undertaker. I don't want to go on too much if you can't, because I know I've got other links. But can anybody understand, please, an undertaker, what belongs amongst the family or as a friend or had a recent passing as well? Now, recent, I say up to 3 years, but I feel this is way recent than that. So if anybody can understand this gentleman, please.
Zoe Scaife says, I can take an undertaker and the recent passing.
Ah, bless him. He's in the right place then, in 2 years. Right, so if you can understand him then, Zoe, because I've got to say, he's a very, very happy chappy to set job he does. But he says, I loved my job. I loved my job. And that's what he did. I don't know if he had a hand in this passing, because he's not telling me that at all. But I know the recent passing, sweetheart, come as a shock. I do feel that they went very well, but when the time come, it was quicker than what was expected. Can you understand that, darling? I'm trying to look here and look there, because they're saying it come quicker than what was expected. I know there's always a bit of a delay, isn't there?
There is.
But you get quicker than me.
Passed before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the undertaker passed before this recent passing now.
Yes, it's my uncle. He passed.
Right, thank you. Because I do know this was sudden, okay, toward the end. I've got to say that there's someone, Zoe, who you can understand, sweetheart, very close around you, what can whittle over anything, because he's saying all they're doing is making themselves ill because they're whittling over anything, darling. And they've got to stop it. They've got to stop whittling. So you must be able to understand, darling, somebody what's close around you, if not yourself, what whittles over anything. Because they say no, they've got to stop it. It's not good for them, sweetheart, all right? I know there's somebody amongst you as well who's getting very tired, because I'm getting very tired as I'm sat here, and it's as if I just want to shut my eyes and go to sleep. So I do know there's the tiredness around, darling. It's you. Thank you, Zoe, because that's just how I'm feeling. It's as if, bless you, if somebody could pump me up and give me a bit of energy, it's as if I'm lacking energy, and that's just how they're making me feel. Okay, I've got to tell you the month of September does mean something, please. I know it must be a birthday because they're singing happy birthday, so I believe the September month's a birthday. And I've also got to give you the 31st of a month as well. Okay, they're talking about the 31st of a month. So I hope you can understand that. I know Tony's getting a bag of sweets out, sweetheart, but I want to give a bag of sweets. But I've got I don't know if they still sell them now, the Fox's Glacier Mints.
They do.
Yeah, because that's what he's just shown me. They showed me the Fox's Glacier Mints here. So
Oh, she's gone.
She's gone.
We've
She's
lost
gone.
her.
Well, Zoe Scaife says there's a few birthdays and her son is the 31st. It's Halloween.
Okay.
She'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, she will.
She's here.
Ah,
I'm back. 7:30. He does it every week at 7:30.
it does.
It does.
Yeah.
So I hope you can understand I don't know why it cuts off at 7:30. The Fox's Glacier Mint, sweetheart. Can you understand then? Because I don't know what happened in between, so I don't know if you could, because that's what he's giving me as well, darling. Okay. So I do know there's somebody what would carry the mints as well. Right, thank you. I just not got the 31st here, sweetheart. Okay. And I've also got to say to you as well, can I give you the month of May and the month of March, please? There'd be a passing in the month of May. I've just heard month of May passing, so there's got to be that as well, darling. Okay, and I don't know. I won't keep giving me mints. I've fed him, Michael. I won't call him sexy. I've told him I can't wait till I'm coming away next week. And I've got to give you those little mints as well. What's the little ones? They're 8 tiny at the Imperial.
Imperials.
Yeah, the little Imperial mints, yeah.
I've got to give those as well. So I do know that this somebody would have had those as well as the Foxes. Glacier mints. Okay, darling. I've given you the 2 months. I do know there's a passing in one of them months as well, darling. They are saying that somebody's lacking a little bit. We're not medical, but lacking a little bit in iron. So they're wanting either to take some iron vitamins or oranges or something to build up in vitamin C and what have you. Because they're saying that, but we're all lacking in something because we're not still getting out. But they're talking about this. Can I please give you? Thank you, darling. Can I please? I don't know my flowers. Hang on, it's showing me sticking a flower. Right, it's not a gladioli, but it's a long thing. What has like? Oh, thank you. Has like a little bell on it as it goes down the stem. Is it
Lupins.
lupin? Thank you. I've got to give you lupin. Irene's correct. Told me that's what it is. I've got to give you them, sweetheart. But these are like little lilac, purpley colours.
Oh,
Yeah, they're all different colours, Jean.
I've got the purpley.
Yeah,
they're like a
lupins have got a little bell on, and they go all the way up and down the stem, and they're open like a little bell at the bottom.
Yeah.
No, this is like I'd get in a. I don't know. I've got like a little trumpet on them anyway.
Yeah,
I've got to give you
very
them,
tall.
sweetheart. Okay,
Yeah.
he's giving me them. I've got to give you the healing as well, sweetheart, because you're needing the healing. Next year, he is saying that things are going to smooth out a little bit. And someday, I don't know if they can't swim or they're learning to swim, because he's talking about swimming. If you can't swim, it'd be a good idea for somebody to learn to swim. He's mentioning that as well. Okay, sweetheart, he's talking about that. And it's a little one, it's not a grown-up, but there's an adult what can't swim. He's told me there's an adult what can't swim as well. Okay, but I do know there's a little one what wants to learn to swim. He's coming in with that. He's saying that somebody never, the Undertaker, bless him, it never polished the shoes. He says you should always have polished shoes. So I know we're a stickler for that as well, darling, okay? He's taking me into your kitchen. I do know there's things like fixing within your kitchen, sweetheart. I don't know if it's a loose cupboard door or there's your main door to your kitchen what wants sorting out, because he's taking me to the door. Okay, he's talking about that. All right. Well, he knows about it, sweetheart. He's there for you. And I don't know why he's talking. All right. Oh, a lady's just jumped in very quickly. You were going to say something, and this lady's just pushed her way through. And I don't know if it's Nan, sweetheart, because this lady's pushed her way through and said, it's me. And that's just how she's done it. It's me. So I know this lady would be. I know there was something. But this lady's just jumped in, darling, and I think it's Nan because she said Nan, and she said it's me. So she would have always come with, it's me, that type of thing. If it isn't Nan, I do apologise, but it's somebody what would come on that. All right. She's coming in to let you know she's around, sweetheart, and she says, I would have always been around Christmas. So she would have always made herself known at Christmas. And things haven't changed. Even though she's in spirit, you will know that she's around. So just watch for things being moved and being touched and things like that, because that's what she's going to do for you. Well, she's with you, sweetheart, and I do believe it. Where she's going on, I don't think she'll go till after Christmas, because it's as if she's already got a bed laid and she's in it ready for Christmas, sweetheart. Okay, and she's just showed me. I hope you can remember this, where you cut little stars out of white paper. You know the little stars we used to do and stick them in the window? And little paper dolls and things like that. And she's doing this, sweetheart. So I know she would have liked Christmas to do things with. And I don't know if you're very creative with your kiddies, where when they were young, where you would have got down and glittered and things like that, because she's showing me all different crafts that they would have done. Okay, right around Christmas. I'm not saying thank you, because she's showing me all this, darling. Okay. she's really, really showing me everything what she did with you, and it's absolutely beautiful. Some of the things, all right. And I know you've still got some. She's saying she's still got some. Okay, will you please? She's just said, will you please take a good photo at Christmas? And I'll leave you with that. She wants a really good family photo at Christmas, but will you just watch, darling, because she's going to be in it. And that's just a bit of evidence. So after Christmas, Zoe, I want you to send us a photo, if Tony don't mind, of you at the Christmas, because this lady's going to be in it. Is that okay with you, Tony?
Yeah, of course it is, no problem.
Take a photo, send it to Tony, because this lady's going to be in the photo, and I'd like to see it. And she's there. She's not going anywhere, darling. And I'm going to say, she just said, I'm not going now. I've come, but she's got to go. I'm just going to give you a big kiss, sweetheart, and say good night and God bless. She said, I'm not going, you know. She's not going. She's got to.
It's going to be one of those, isn't it, where she's just going to be...
She's going to be jumping
all
in.
of the messages, yeah.
Because first thing she said is, I'm not going. So I do know when she's determined and she digs her heels in, she would have been like that.
Oops. All of a
So
sudden...
I do know
Shut up.
Zoe, she might keep jumping in, sweetheart, or somebody else might get her, because she says she's not going nowhere. And I'll leave her a message with you, sweetheart. Thank you for accepting the two gentlemen as well.
Well, before I start, Jean, I want to say good evening to our lovely Matthew, who's on.
Ooh, Matthew.
Good evening, Matthew. Hope you're well, darling. Right, okay.
Matthew, I've got me cosy for next year.
Yeah, we're getting the tickets booked, Matthew. We'll soon be there with you, darling. I hope you've got plenty of room for us.
Call security, Matthew.
Hey, I'll sleep in a tent in his garden. I don't like camping, but I'm not bothered.
No, we'll be all right, won't we, Jean? Our Matthew will look after him.
We
And
may
his
as
lovely
well go
husband,
now,
Etienne.
because there's going to be no...
Right, okay. As I don't know where I am. I don't know if I'm with Zoe or if it's somebody else. I've got an echo.
We have got an echo.
Have you? It's okay.
Right. Okay.
I think it's Claire. It's Claire talking to someone. I think it's Claire.
Right. Okay. As Jean was talking, I've got the little rhyme about the teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Here's my spout. That one. So I've got somebody who really liked their cups of tea, because right at that I've got a great big tea urn. So this is somebody who really liked their cups of tea, and as soon as they'd finished one, they'd have another one. And I know that our Jean likes the tea, but not straight out. Well, yeah, I know that you two, you both do. I know you do. Right, but I've got a lady coming forward, and this lady has got beautiful, absolutely beautiful, bright red hair. It's not like the dark Titian colour. It really is, I'm sorry to say, a neat, right, nice carrot coloured hair. And she had a lovely sense of humour. She's not very big, this lady, but she's showing me in her younger days. Right. Okay, Zoe. I wasn't sure if I was with you, sweetheart. That's right. Yes, she had this beautiful red hair. And she used to laugh when people called her Carrot Top, because she didn't take offence to it. But she's just come to say...
So fizzing as well.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let me see why she's come and who she's with. Would one of you understand where there is headaches around? Because as she started talking to me, I've started getting a headache right across the front of my eyes here. So one of you or somebody around one of you must be suffering badly with their head, because these can be really bad, and it's making me want to close my eyes, and I'm feeling very tired with it. Zoe has. Right. Okay. Well, what she's saying, Zoe, is that she's saying that you're not resting properly, sweetheart, and that you're all in a bit of a dither, and you don't know if you're coming or you're going, sweetheart. Mum used to sort of. Right, okay, Sophie. So, right, and Paul as well. Right, okay. Let me see if I can split it and see where. I mean, I know that Lynn goes to Tony a lot, so I don't know why she's. I've never had Lynn before, so we'll just go with it and see where
She's
they
a
go.
lovely energy.
She is. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling this lovely, she's very graceful. I feel like I'm a very graceful energy,
She's a lovely energy to work with.
Strong.
and I feel
Very
as
strong,
though
but
she's.
very gentle.
Yeah, I feel as though she's very kind as well. I feel as though she's a very kind lady. She had her moments. She wasn't always. She had sometimes she could have a little bit of a temper, but the majority of the time, she was a really kind lady, and she dearly loved her family. But she wants to know why there isn't a new teapot. So I don't know if you need a new teapot, but she's talking about the teapot. I think she might be, Paul, because this is the first time I've had your good lady, if it is her. She's not telling me a name, but like I say, she wasn't very big, and she had this beautiful red hair, and she really looked after herself when she was well enough to. But what she's wanting to say is that she's now glad that she's out of pain, if you understand that. She's so glad that she's out of pain and she's better in herself than she was. And she's so glad that she loved all the spiritual things that we do, and that she can come with messages for you all. She's giving me music, and she's giving me I'll gather lilacs in the spring again. Blimey, that's an old one. So the song "All the Lilacs" must mean something to you, and it's just she just keeps singing it and singing it and singing it. Yes, yeah, it is like a new freedom for her, because she can do things now, Paul, that she couldn't do before, and she's happy. That's all I can say. I'm getting this lovely happy. She's just actually giving me this biggest smile for her favourite flowers. Right, okay, that's smashing. And she's actually bringing the smell of the lilacs in, but there's not only the purple lilacs, she's also bringing white lilacs as well. Right, Paul, she's saying, have you done what you're supposed to do yet? I don't know what she's talking about, but there's something that you're supposed to be doing or should have done that she says hasn't been done yet. So I don't know if there's something that she's asked you to do or not, but I know that she comes and visits you, and I know that if things aren't as she wants them, she can sort of start moving stuff and that, so that it's where she wants them. Okay. And she's just coming to say as well that she just does come and see the new baby. She's been to see the new baby, and obviously she's absolutely as proud as punch for little Michael. Play her funerals. Right, that's what it is then. Well, I dare say, Sophie, Dad'll do it in his own time, sweetheart. There is no rush for sorting through stuff. And she hates the funeral CD being played. Well, she's smiling, but she's shaking her fist when I said that. So, yeah, but she's got a little smile on her face. I think she's getting used to it now. I've just got to give you all her love, all of you. I've just got to give you all the love. Sophie, will you please try and rest, sweetheart? I know you've got the new baba, and I know that it's hard, but she wants you to see if you can rest when he's resting. Don't try and do housework. Just get a rest when he's resting. And Paul, she's just lovely. she's just lovely. Oh, and she's touching my nails. So I don't know if she did her nails, or did you do her nails, Tony?
No, but she always comments on my
She
nails.
comments
Oh,
on
right.
nails.
Okay. Because that's why she's
Just
touching
pulling them.
mine.
Yeah, she always comments
Right.
on nails.
Okay. And Paul, can you tell me who likes the apple? She's talking about apples now. I don't know if that's eating apples, apple pie, or apple sauce, but she's talking about
All
apples,
of it.
sweetheart. And she's talking about cider. So somebody must have made their own cider at some point. Okay. But she comes with so much love for all of you, and she's bringing you lilacs. She just wants to pass the lilacs over with the smell, and she's going to be around you at Christmas, and she wants you to take lots and lots of pictures and see how it goes. I'm going to hand you over to Tony or Jean because they might have something from Lynn because they know her better than what I do. But she's a lovely, lovely lady. And I've also got to give you white roses. And I don't very often get white roses. But I've got to give you white roses from her as well, darling. Okay, so I'll say good night and God bless. And I'll hand you over because she might go to Tony or Jean. Thank you for working with me.
She's a lovely person to work with, isn't she,
Oh,
Tony?
absolutely
Yes.
wonderful. Thank you, Lynn.
And
that was beautiful.
what's lovely is her energy's developed. When the first time I got her energy, when she first transitioned, she was very intense.
Yeah.
She came really close really quickly and was like pushing information. Now she just brings it and it's gentle and it flows.
It comes more, it flows, it's more natural for her, isn't it now?
And that was natural and it felt so nice and comfortable to work with her. And
she had
like
white
you
roses at her
all say,
funeral.
a beautiful energy.
She can still lose it though, can't she,
Oh,
Tony?
yeah. Oh,
She'll
yeah.
still lose it with Irene.
Right,
She's like a Rottweiler when she starts.
When Paul was having trouble with a friend of his, it was really intense. And I thought, oh, this is the old Lynn back.
Yeah, when she needs to.
But she's protecting the family, isn't she? That's what she's doing.
That's
she's
it.
Protecting.
She is with me. I can feel her, and she's making my hands go really clammy because she's really pushing.
Just read what Paul's put.
Yeah.
So
our his cousin.
Oh, well, that's what he's doing then. Because he's looking after her. Yeah.
Yeah. I know she is with me because I can feel her and I do recognize her energy now. And she is telling me my nails are okay, but they need to be shorter. But there we are. But Paul, she's telling me you're more settled within yourself now. And she doesn't have to, doesn't feel like she's got to worry about you all the time now, if you understand. She's telling me she's had cuddles with the baby.
Yeah.
And she's telling me, Sophie, you did really well.
Yeah.
And Sophie, you must have felt her hold your hand.
In labour.
In labour, because she's squeezing my hand and she's saying, I held her hand. So I don't know if you felt your hand cold or hot or something, but she's telling me she held your hand while you were in labour. Okay. Scott must have a lot of things that he's weighing up. He's weighing up. Should I do this? Should I do that? And he's like weighing up pros and cons. Yeah, she squeezed somebody's hand and Tom asked who it was. Bless. Thank you, Sophie. That's lovely for validation. But yeah, Scott must have a lot on his mind at the minute, Paul, if you would understand. And he's weighing up pros and cons and trying to make decisions. She says, tell him to take a breath, take a rest, come at it fresh. So she's there, she's around him, and she's just saying, he needs to sort his head out and understand where he wants to go. Okay. Paul, I don't know why, but I've got, you know, the Spanish flamenco dolls they used to bring back from Benidorm and Magaluf and these places. The little dolls in a plastic tube with the flamenco dresses and fans. She showed me one of these. I don't know if you can remember one, if you had one, or but I can see this little flamenco doll in a plastic tube, and I think it was brought. But you've got one on the shelf. Thank you. That's fine, as long as you can acknowledge it. She's showing it me. You would understand around the 21st of a month, Paul, has been significant, and also I've got Cry Baby Bunting, Daddy's Gone a
Daddy's
Hunting.
gone a hunting.
I've got that rhyme, so I don't know if somebody sang that to children or you would understand where that rhyme was sung, but I can hear it. And okay, I've got a really tall pot plant and I can't see what sort it is. I don't know if it's a banana tree or a yucca or something, but it's really tall. It's stood on the floor and it goes quite a way up the wall. So I don't know where this plant is, but she's around the plant. So I don't know if it needs watering or what, but please check your plant. Okay, Lynn, anything else? All right. Somebody's giving me sore gums. I've got sore gums. I don't know if somebody's teeth didn't fit right or where this is, but I've got somebody had sore gums, and because I can taste Bonjela, so they must have used Bonjela and stuff on their gums. Okay. And with that, she's just said, that's it. Had enough now. And treacle tart, just as she was going, she said, treacle tart, treacle tart, treacle tart. So, treacle tart. Paul, would your mum's teeth have irritated her gums, please? Because it, right, because it feels like something's rubbed my gums and it's sore. All right. And she's leaving me with a treacle tart, and that's it. She's a right, and she just says, right, that's it. Treacle
She
tart.
does when she's had enough, doesn't she? All I've
and
got to say to you, Sophie, is, you know, your middle boy now
bless you.
would have been the youngest, but the middle one now. Can you just watch, sweetheart, where he starts doing things which is just a little bit out of his character? Because she says she's spending a bit of time with him. I don't know if he felt it a little bit when the new baby come, because obviously we all know that when you've got other kiddies and somebody new comes in, that sometimes they can feel it. But she's just said that I'm there. She says, so just watch where it might do some things a bit out of character for him. She's because I'm doing things with him. Right, just watch then, darling, because she's trying to help where that situation's around. Okay, she's trying to help that, darling, and try to ease it off. So if he goes off doing something different to what he would normally do, it's mum what's doing it with him. You know, trying to take his mind off and give him something else to do. Okay, because I do feel this little lad at the moment does need this. All right, you're very busy. You've got 3 young children, but I do feel it's Riley into the Midland now. It's sort of, Riley's always been the younger, isn't it, Midland? But just watch where he starts doing things or talks out more than what he used to do, because Lynn's going, isn't, well, I'm going to say Nan, she said Lynn, but she's going to be doing things with him, sweetheart, to try to keep him calm a little bit. She's because he's only got to get over this next hurdle. You know, just everything still being new. All right, sweetheart. And she's just said, I don't know if you've noticed him humming or singing, because she's just saying that she's singing with him. So I don't know if he would have been singing or humming. All right, darling. Just watch. Just watch where there's them little changes coming in, please. Because Mum's trying to help him in the best way she can from the spirit world. Okay, darling. Lovely talking to you. Keep putting them pictures on. Okay, I'll send a night.
Have you got anything, Miles?
No, not yet. I had to
Okay.
get the Bonjel taster when you were mentioning it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's that flavour? I was trying
No.
to. I couldn't. figure it
Oh,
out.
there you go. Thank you, Sophie. That's lovely.
Hi, Amin. Hope
It's
you're all right,
odd.
darling.
It is odd, sweetheart.
It is. When they're that young and they rely on you for everything, you know,
Mhm.
it's very you get very tired. So,
Got room,
you know,
got time for a little tiny one, Irene, if you've got anything?
oh dear. Right, okay. I've got I don't know where I am with this one, but I've got a little one here. A
Oh.
younger one. And this little one passed when they was very tiny. They was walking because it's a little girl and she's singing "Ring a Ring a Roses," pocket full of posies. And she just wants to come and say hello, but she's not telling me who to. Come on, sweetheart. She fell ill. She's telling it. She fell ill and she passed quite quickly. And she's talking, I don't know if it was a type of leukemia or if it, because she doesn't understand. She's grown up in spirit and she's a little bit older now. But she's saying that it was some sort of blood disorder that she had. And one day that she was okay, and then she fell ill and it just went downhill from there. She's telling me she was about between 2 and 4 when she passed. She's not telling me how long she's been in spirit. But she's absolutely beautiful. She really is. She's got lovely blonde hair. Really lovely blonde hair. Come on, sweetheart. Who do you want to talk to? She's saying that she wants to talk to Mummy. So I don't know if anybody can take this little girl, or if you know of somebody who lost a child when they was very young. Anybody?
You see, I can understand it, but I don't see her parents anymore, Irene. And she was a little bit
Right.
old. I think she was about 3, 4.
She said between 2 and 4.
Oh, she went into a bubble because she had leukemia. And I'm going back years. I'm 62 next.
Yeah.
But I don't see her parents, so I couldn't help by passing anything on.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask her to step aside. I don't want to ask Jean, but did you know her parents when she was on Earth plane?
I did when the little girl.
So she would have known you.
Yeah.
She would.
Well,
She
there's
would
a
have known
touch.
of
She would have
you.
known. Yeah, as long
Yeah.
as while ever she lived, but not a
Yeah.
long, time. Obviously, she passed too young. But we used to talk to her. You cheeky so and so.
He's got some room
I used to
talk.
talk to her mum and dad. They lived on the corner. We lived like across from them.
Yeah.
And it happened
Well,
all so sudden. She just had a fall,
Yeah.
and then it all come out that
Yeah.
this is what it was. I
Yeah.
know that.
She went downhill very quickly. Well, she
Yeah,
must
she
remember
weren't
you,
long.
Jean, because when you said but you don't see parents, and she said, "That's the lady I know. That's the lady
Obviously,
I
I
know."
couldn't pass
So
anything on because I don't see her.
no, but I think this is what might be more for you, Jean. She just wants to let you know that she's okay and she's happy. I don't know how long it is
If I
since
do
she's
see
passed.
them, I will pass it on.
Yeah.
If any time we do pass, but I haven't seen them for years.
No. Well, she did say she was between 2 and 4 when she passed, and it was very quick.
He was the only child at the time.
Yeah. Bless. Well, I'm going to leave that there then,
Thank
Jean.
you,
I've
Irene.
passed it on, sweetheart. Bless her.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask her to go back to her spirit family.
Oh,
okay, Irene. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Irene and Jean and Miles for stopping on tonight. And thank you everybody for joining us for tonight. Notices. Tomorrow evening we've got a food night at Wath Hall. We're having chili and rice and garlic bread and pizzas and things. So if you want to join, go to the Rainbow Project's Facebook page and send us a message, and we'll make sure we've got enough food for everybody. We've got quite a lot of people already saying they're coming, so it's going to be a good night, I guess. It is freezing out there. Like my says, it's really cold. Anybody out and about this week? Are you out and about, Irene?
No, the one that I was supposed to do tonight, that has now changed to Thursday.
To Thursday, we're on Zoom.
On Zoom at Twitchell, which is at Mansfield.
All right, yeah.
And then on Sunday, I am taking my last divine service away from Thurcroft at Morley in Leeds.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
So I'm there on Sunday night.
All right.
And that's my last trip out for this year. So,
brilliant. Okay. Well, Wednesday there will be the Bridlington online service, I think, if there's one on. They're doing it every other week, or I think, I'm not sure.
Last time I heard that were a while ago, weren't it?
Yeah. Then Thursday night, Irene's out and about, like she said. And then Littleport have John Ennis on, which should be a really good night. So bob on to Littleport Christian Spiritualist page and see John Ennis' work. Is really good.
And then Saturday. Friday first.
Yeah, Friday we will be about. Go on, Jean. Saturday.
It's Rainbow Project again, which
Rainbow
I really enjoy.
We'll be doing the Saturday social. We will be around from about 1:30ish, I think, to get the kids one through.
Sunday, I've just got to say, at Sunday Thurcroft, it's Delacaster, a lovely medium. So if you want to come across there, it's £3 and it's Della. Sorry.
Can I just say hi, Michael and David? I've just seen them popping their heads around.
It's Delacaster. We start at 7:00, but doors open from 6:30 if you'd like to come along and see Della.
Yeah.
You mean our house, Michael?
We've also started our Christmas raffle as well as our every week raffle. The Christmas raffle is £1 for 5 tickets. I'm not going to stay a strip because Tony always wants me to strip and I'm not going to.
No, what I said was I'll give you a £5 to keep your clothes on.
You did, yes, you did.
You did, I know. And then, of course, we've got the 50p and the Christmas raffle. Gina's got we're putting together some lovely hampers, aren't we, Jean?
Yes,
and
there's some really good ones.
Some really nice prizes. So, but come along and support us. And then our last one at Thurcroft is on the 19th of December. And we have the wonderful Paul Humphreys coming. So that will be a lovely night.
We do like Paul. Paul's
yes,
lovely.
He's lovely. And his wife Paula, she'll be there as well.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, that's everything. Thank you so much. If you're around and about, always support the Rainbow Project and the Thurcroft group because they are amazing, and both groups do amazing work. Yeah. So, would you like to do the closing prayer and the night song, Jean?
I will, yes.
Okay. Can we bow our heads then, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for a beautiful service over the internet. Could I please send out all energies around the world wherever it's needed for all the healing? Could we please find food for the hungry and a home for the homeless? Could I please ask also for healing for our wonderful Mother Earth and for our animal kingdom? And until we meet again, could I please ask for a guardian angel to be with each and every one? Amen.
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 Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
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 Good
God
night,
bless you,
everybody. God
everybody.
bless.
Until we meet again.
Take
Now,
care,
God bless.
everybody. Night.